You know what score is incredible, though? Go back to the score thing. A movie I saw on Halloween, Alone, The Joker.
Yes.
Oh, you finally saw it.
I did see it.
Wait,
He
okay,
did see it.
so I had what?
He just played that Sugar Ray song, made me laugh. Yeah. Sorry, God.
I don't want to now.
Shout out to
I
Ash Crossan,
will
biggest
say-
Sugar Ray fan I know.
I was thinking that you weren't going to love this movie.
I think you were correct.
Oh,
Yeah, I think we all thought he was gonna be like, it's fine.
Not true.
Yeah.
That is not true that we all thought that.
No, Christian thought I was going to really like it.
Oh, really?
He said it over and over again, and Riley, you thought so too.
I thought so too.
I thought you were gonna think it's a good movie that you will never watch again.
I think that it was a very well done movie.
Right.
Okay.
I think that Joaquin Phoenix's performance is terrifying.
Incredible.
I think
Were
that
you scared of the movie?
No, I was very disturbed by it. I did not like. I like to come out of movies either feeling like very emotional or very like uplifted or very like he blew up everything. Like
Yeah.
I want the action movie, right? The
Well,
Joker.
this is not a Josh movie.
It is
Why
not a
are you
Josh
laughing
movies.
at him, Dorina?
Because I can see him watching the movie, sitting there being like, okay, I
Bummer.
get it, this is fine, but I'm very sad.
Yeah,
so
that's what
I don't
when
want to
that's-
be sad. Josh doesn't like being sad.
When
That's
that-
what I
the
say.
end-
Yeah.
When the end showed up, I got the hell out of there, and I'll tell you, not only because I didn't like love I just wanted to get out of that movie theater, but also there was a woman or a man, I'm not sure who was doing it, but like as soon as the credits started rolling, somebody just started going like, yeah, and I was like, if somebody opens fire in this movie theater, I'm out. Like I'm getting the F out of here.
Yeah.
I was
But the most disturbing thing that's come out of that movie is people dancing on some stairs. So
Yes.
that's pretty cool.
including yourself.
Yes,
You
I
did pretty
did
good.
that.
It's pretty good.
I
was
did that.
awesome.
Frank made me do it,
It
but
was
we
so
added
good.
the score instead of that song because I wasn't into that song as much, the stair song.
yeah.
But the score by Hildur, it's
Yeah,
so amazing.
it was a great score.
really is
I'm not
beautiful.
taking away anything from a movie. I can see why people really like this movie. I can see how well crafted it is.
Well, you're not saying it wasn't a good movie. You're
no.
saying it wasn't for you.
It was
Right.
not a movie for me.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No.
But you can understand why people love it so much.
Oh yeah.
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 I feel like it's just so insane what this movie has been able to do in the box office.
Yes.
Guys,
I mean,
it's going to hit $1 billion
billion.
next week.
Mark, is that actual
Yeah,
news?
yes,
It's going
absolutely.
to hit $1
It's
billion
so-
next week.
Yes. Yes.
It's so weird that I rarely care personally about box office numbers. Like like I do it because it's my job, but I'm always like, oh, that movie made a lot of money. I'm like, good for those people. But with this one, it's because it's not just because it's low budget, but because a lot of people I feel like were against it. You know,
Yeah.
we're kind of rooting against it, and it was so well made that I'm happy that these movies that are different, that are kind of trying to do at least something different in the superhero and comic book movie space,
Right.
are actually getting watched by larger audiences. I think it's great.
And cutting out comic book movie space, just talking about a movie that had a $55 million budget,
Right.
making $1 billion.
That's crazy.
Hitting $1 billion, that just shows studios, hey, you can take a little more risk on some of these smaller movies and really put your marketing behind it and really try to go for it with them because 55 mil, and I think with marketing was like 70 or something.
Yeah,
$1 billion.
it's pretty crazy.
934 million worldwide right now.
And here's the crazy part too is
Damn.
you got to give like we can make people can say what they want about DC not being Marvel and all these kind of movies whatever, but you got to
Well, they
give it.
released the clown and look at
I
what
know,
happened.
But you got to give it to Warner Brothers releasing this in October.
Yep.
Right before Halloween, a creepy time of year, and everybody
with
and
you.
The
totally,
best time of
and everybody being like, okay, well, I don't want to go see like Halloween 19. You know what I do want to see is something I can get. Not only my like wife or girlfriend who doesn't like those kind of movies to see is the Joker because I can sell Joaquin Phoenix, I can sell a superhero movie, and I can sell it as a Batman movie without Batman technically being in it.
Yeah.
Right.
No, incredibly smart. And I'm hoping that this opens more doors for movies in the future.
But, like, would you go
Especially
s-
to character-driven movies, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm more interested in seeing. Like, I think you have the option to see big, beautiful-looking, action-packed superhero movies, but to like the Jokers, the Logans of the world. Like, I'm much more interested in seeing more of that.
And let's
I
not
agree.
forget that this didn't open in China.
Can you believe
That's
that?
a number, and it was
China.
It didn't even open.
Yeah.
That's my surprise. It didn't even open in China. Like,
China.
but that's crazy,
Yeah,
because it was getting compared to Aquaman numbers, but this did not open in China.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
pretty insane.
Wild.
Because that's how like even Coco made a lot of money as well. Because they
Oh, really?
had an issue with opening in China, but then eventually they did, right?
I don't know. I don't remember that, but it sounds familiar.
You said it very confidently, so I'm just going to say
yeah,
yes.
I would assume
for
so.
sure.
I was
I'm gonna
obsessed
go
with
with
Coco for a little
Coco
bit.
was
so,
pretty great.
Yeah.
Is there, but like, okay, so obviously the Joker is like the most famous villain that we have in the DC universe, right? And maybe the most famous villain ever.
Ever.
I
maybe.
would
yeah.
probably say that.
I would argue.
Yeah.
Other
You
than
could
like
say
a
that.
Darth,
Darth
Vader.
Vader?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think Darth Vader is
but
more
I'm kind
famous
of
than
going
Joker.
with more like comic book movie here, not
Right.
so much Star Wars
Other franchises,
universe. I would say, like, because I don't think any Marvel villain.
You're saying
is,
of Marvel and DC villains, the Joker is the most famous.
100%.
I agree with
I
that.
think
for
so.
sure.
Right,
Yeah.
right, and you've had all these iconic people play the Joker from, obviously Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger, even back to the TV show days, kind of thing.
Cesar Romero.
Yes, and even Mark
Mark
Hamill
Hamill,
as the Joker in
the best
the
Joker.
animated series.
Yeah.
Still to this day, probably the only animated series I've actually enjoyed. But I think I was at the right age for it because, like, when Batman the animated series was on, I was, like.
But that
early
was
teen.
some art form TV they were doing, man. Like that.
really
that
were.
was
Oh, yeah.
a beautiful looking cartoon.
But I mean, it was
Using
geared
Danny
towards
Elfman's score.
yeah.
not knowing that it was geared towards a younger audience. It's kind of spanned the 4-quadrant kind of a situation, right? Anybody can enjoy it. But like what I'm getting at here is, would you go see a movie just called Lex?
Yes.
I think I would as a
only
Superman
because,
fan.
Yeah, only because I love Lex Luthor. Yes.
Yeah.
But would you? I mean, I texted my sister before this movie came out, and I said, "Sky, there's a movie coming out called Joker. Do you know what the movie is about?" And she said, "Is it about the Batman villain?" And she knows jack shit about this
Right.
world. There's a movie called Lex. I highly doubt most people would be like, "That's a Lex Luthor movie."
I think you would have to say Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Because that's more iconic, I think, than Lex. but
Or-
Lex Luthor.
Grandma's piss or whatever that jar was.
Yeah, Pete's, yeah,
That
I
was
don't know what that
disgusting.
was.
It's crazy that
Sorry,
DC,
Mr. Luthor.
DC has done such a great job with their villains. I mean, I think that the top 5 Marvel or DC villains are all DC villains because
Yeah.
between Riddler, Penguin, Joker, Lex Luthor, Catwoman, if we're calling her
Brainiac.
villain instead of
Yeah.
anti-hero, Brainiac, I think that they're all more famous
Yeah.
than Marvel's top. I mean, who is Marvel's most famous villain?
I mean, my
I'd say
favorite is
Thanos.
Because
now,
everybody's seen
Thanos
the
but
movie.
now, but not
Now,
before. I don't
right.
think people knew
I
who
don't know who
Thanos
Thanos
was that
was.
weren't comic book readers. But for me, it was growing up. It was Magneto.
Yeah, Magneto.
That was
Yeah.
my favorite.
Yeah, I think that's
I'd throw
the
Magneto in there over over Brainiac for sure.
Yeah, over Brainiac, definitely.
I mean, maybe not over Kite Man or Condiment King, but
Well,
Or Calendar
But you're
Man.
talking about
I mean,
name
sorry, they were
recognition.
number 1 and 2. That was
Right.
clear. I didn't
Oh.
need to put Kite Man or
Smart.
Condiment King in the
I
list.
would-
They are
Thanks,
above.
Rex. Yeah.
Just to be clear on
I
that.
would see a movie though that was called Condiment King. I would
Yes.
definitely
Or
see
would you
that.
see the movie called Condom King? Just be clear.
course.
Yeah.
Condom King is.
Both. ¿Por qué no los dos?
I'm the
Very good
I'm the
question.
Condom
Both
King
is
of
good.
Queens. Okay,
Oh, you're Condom King.
it's Kevin James. It's a spin-off of King of Queens. It's the Condom.
I
King
like
of
it.
Queens.
I like it.
Condom King of Queens. So you come home, where the Connies, Rubber Johnnies, where you at?
Where the fuck are my
Where the
condoms?
fuck are my condoms?
I put them
Motherfucker.
here. I put them right in a drawer.
Speaking of Rubber Johnnies,
Well,
Oh.
I've changed my tune, guys.
Did you rip your
I
pants
tweeted
again?
it out this week.
oh, I
like
know where
Rubber
you're going
Johnnies?
this.
No, but I do love Downton Abbey.
I know, man. I knew you were going
Did
to
you
get
just
that.
start watching it for the first time? Oh, that's such a Josh show.
Yeah.
What a twist.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Two
it's a Josh
seasons
show,
in.
but it's a Josh and Amanda show.
Yeah,
like,
oh,
it's
God,
a
yeah.
great you guys as a couple
Yeah,
show.
but we had like last night where the series, sorry, the season
Wow,
finale of
I
season
watched
2.
that happen. I didn't know how to stop it.
Oh, yeah, it was coming.
The voice was going, and I was like, help him. Help him.
It
Someone.
made me want to clear my own thread.
Yeah, I know. Cody, that's what I was thinking.